Okay, going to be installing a JVC head unit in a 2013 Toyota Prius, along with a replacement factory style microphone to plug into any stereo that you have. I will show you those, and I'm just going to work. Hopefully my head's not in the way this time. Okay, I have already assembled the head unit into the dash install kit. It's a 7-inch screen, Android Auto, all that good stuff. I have the USB ready. I have the Maestro data link ready. I'm not going to be doing anything with a satellite radio. I have the antenna adapter ready. I have the GPS antenna all set and ready. I have the complete wiring harness with the Maestro all set. And then this, which I will provide a link, is the replacement factory style microphone. So at one point I'm going to be taking this down because the factory microphone's right here. I'm going to get the old one out, unplug it, because the plug should be right there, and then I'm going to put this one in its place, and I'm going to run the wire down the A-pillar. There should be a hole, and it'll bring it all the way to the radio. Alright, so let's take the radio out. I was actually going to start with the A-pillar, but I might as well have the hole and whatever I need ready to receive it if I'm going to do it that way. Okay. Again, I hope my head's not too far in the way this time. I also do not have my plastic trim tool available, so I have to use this one. So I'm gonna have to be extra careful. I don't want to do any damage anywhere. Okay. Once you get it out, hold the trim and pull. I don't want the trim to come with it. It's kind of a pain. You also want to try to like lift from here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Trying to keep this so it doesn't. Then I should be able to yank it out of there. There we go. Okay, so you're going to remove this piece. You're going to take this piece, flip it on over so it's out of your way. I don't like unplugging it, because if you unplug it and forget that you unplugged it and you hit the power button by any chance, you will get the hybrid warning light and you have to relearn. It's not a big deal. You disconnect the 12-volt battery for 10 minutes or so, put it back on, it'll reread everything and you'll be alright. But it's still a pain in the ass, so don't bother, right? Okay, now this piece, okay, like I said, I'm not unplugging anything, so I'm just going to move it over. Now you have the power button. Just give it a little yank. There it goes. Okay. Now, I've already unbolted the radio because I attempted to put another one in here and it was just garbage. So now I bought a real one. I'm not going to mess around. Ah, hold on. 1 second. You know what, I don't really need it, but this... See, I can't even touch the radio, nothing works anymore. Ah, there we go. Hey, alright. Now, as far as I know, it should not have turned off my recording because the memory was erased from this anyway. Okay. There it is. Alright, so now I got this. I'm going to unhook everything and just let it hang until I need it. Everything should come out pretty easy. All the wires have a top-down push button, except for the satellite and the GPS. Their buttons are underneath. So you got to remember that, so you're not sitting there trying to get it out when it's not going to come out, you know. Don't cut yourself. I've already done that several times. Like, why isn't this one coming out? I mean, seriously. Alright, I'll just do the rest here. Okay. It's like so close. There it goes. And then the last one is the antenna. I mean the GPS. There we go. Got everything out. I don't know where to put it. I'll put it on the floor out here. Okay, so now I'm going to carefully remove that. I'm going to try without the trim tool. Just yank it out. Actually, you know what? Let's do this part first. I'll just get everything ready so I don't have to. And also, I want to make sure there's no screws. Okay, there is none. I've already had this apart, but it's been a while. Like, I think I took this. You know what? I think this part comes out by itself. So let's do this one first, because at least that way I can see if there's a screw, and then I'm not over here trying to pull something down that's screwed in, and it's not. So that's good. So now that I see that I have a lot of room here, I'm going to start by trying to pull from here. I don't think so. Maybe not. There's got to be a screw. I don't see one though. Okay. That's the button. No screws. Alright. Let's just go with the tool and hope I don't break nothing. Okay, there's one, I think. I hope. That doesn't sound right. I don't know, but we'll just keep going slowly. There's the wiring harness, so let's go from here now. That way I don't yank that down. Oh. I don't have any leverage, so it's all going to have to be done by hand here. Which I guess is good, but okay. There we go. Got this one here, but this one I think slides. Yeah, it does. Good. Okay. There's the microphone. Oh no, that's the map light. So on my, alright, so there's a good chance I'll just have to do this on my own time, unfortunately. But I'll explain it very quickly, okay? So the microphone is right here. Alright, I want to make sure the microphone, factory microphone's right here. Okay, I'm going to have to unscrew this board to get to it. And once I get to it, I'm just going to unplug it, yank it out, and then replace it with that one, okay? So, since I'm not going to do that right now, I'm just going to run the wire. That way I save some time here. I'm going to run the wire. And the good thing is I'll leave it all unbuttoned for my final stage. That way, if I need to come this way more, go that way more, I can do it without any issues. Looks like it's perfectly long enough. I'm happy about that. This link will be under the video, along with a link to the stereo. There'll be non-affiliated links. But just to give you guys, you know, places and room to decide where you want to buy, I will link probably just two places. I'm going to do Crutchfield, and I'm going to do, what the heck is that other one? Nah, I can't look. It's Sonic or something, so cute something. But anyway, I'll do that. Okay, so let's keep going. So what I'm going to do for right now, I want to see how tight that is. Okay, there's room. Good. You want to make sure you have a spot where you are not going to chafe the wire. Alright, I know I need at least at least that far, so I can do it right to there. Because like I said, I'm gonna give myself room to pull it back. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna go through here. I'm gonna go on that side. Hopefully I have enough room with all this crap here and pull that off. Okay. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna double check that I'm still recording. Okay, it is. I just want to check the view, actually, to be honest with you. How's the view? Oh, yeah, it's good. Okay. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. I don't think I was fully charged. Okay, I might not have to pull that all the way off, so let me just go ahead. I'm a big guy, so it's hard for me to find the room. You know what? I don't want to break my new radio, so I'm going to swap seats with that. That way I have more room. Okay, actually I'll put you over there too. Okay. All right. Once you get it in here, you'll be able to adjust it, but I'm trying to be careful, and I'm also... Oh, that's exactly how much room they give me. All right, I'm gonna end up running it right down through here. I don't know if you could see, but right here, I'm moving the rubber back. I'm gonna go through this channel and straight down here. That's what I want, like this. Now, again, I'm just trying not to sit on anything that just might break. And there's nothing here. Okay, good. So I need to get this up in here, and it's a pain to get it started. There we go. Try not to like push your fingers really hard against this edge as you're sliding, because you will cut your finger. Okay. I gotta hold it with two hands. There we go. All right, so once you get it in there, you can just, let me get it past this one right here. There we go. You should be able to move it if you need to. Yep, there it goes. It does move. Okay. Trying to get right to the edge so that it doesn't pop out randomly, you know, while I'm driving. There we go. All right, that should be good. Okay. Oh, I can't grab that one. Oh well, I was going to grab a floor mat, but it's okay. I can survive. All right. All right, so there's a circular side panel here. I can't remember if it comes off, but it really should. Is it a whole piece? No, there's a, I'm gonna try it. Just be careful, I might scratch it, but that's okay, it's hidden. But I believe, yeah, it does. Okay, that's all you need to do. Just get it out of your way so that you can grab the wire. Okay. Now, we want this to stay in this channel. There we go. So that's not chafing on anything. Okay. That looks good. All right, I was looking for the hole here. There it is right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and I can see where the hole is. So, and then once I do that, I'm gonna look up in there and see if there's a spot I can put a little tie strap on the wire so it doesn't get caught up in the glove box, okay? Again, you don't want nothing chafing it or cutting it, and that's what you gotta do. Just put it, you know, through enough so that you can grab it and pull it, which I'm going to try to do now. All right, so once again, I'm going to pull it taut. Then I'm not gonna do this part now, but later on what I'm gonna do, I'll move my head here, I'm gonna drop the glove box, get up in there, find 2 wires to tie strap it to so that they're not being pushed and pulled and chafed by the glove box. Okay, so I think at this point I can go ahead and start the install. Put the old radio in the trunk. Okay, I also grabbed the wiring harness. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here's the wiring harness and the Maestro. The Maestro is going to allow me to use my factory steering wheel controls. And this particular model, which again I'm going to link, has this wire right here that I have to run that goes to the OBD2. So that'll allow me to have car information also. Pretty neat. It came with it. It wasn't extra. But I do have to run that. But you know what? I can do it after also. I'll tell you why. I'll do exactly what I just did. Right through here. And I'll grab it later. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just to make it simpler, is I'm going to plug in the harness to the car first. Okay, so this goes to the radio, I believe. Oh no, you know what? Oh, that's a curious question. Huh. I think I'm missing a wire. Why does that say mic? Considering how this is going to... I got a microphone on the back of the radio. Okay. So, as far as the radio itself goes, I have this right here, which I thought was for the microphone. That's standard, right? But it says right on it, iData link. And I don't see how I can plug the iData link into here. But there is IF, which should be... Nope. Oh, is that what this one is? Yeah, here it is right here. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not worried anymore. And then there is a... It says rear mic. Alright, and then cam in will be for my backup camera. Alright, everything should be good. I'm just going to go ahead and do it and test it and go from there. Okay, so let's start again, like I said, by just plugging everything in and going from there. Alright, a couple other quick, hold on, I got to make sure. Okay, a couple other quick things here. You are gonna have 2 wires left over. Okay, this blue one, it's gray with a blue end. Okay, I believe that is your XM satellite radio. And then you're also gonna have a gray wire with a gray end. I believe that is the factory GPS, okay? You will not be using those, all right? Let's start with the antenna, which I just saw. Here it is down here. So this is the antenna, all right? Just take a quick look. It looks like it goes just like this. Okay, so now once you plug in the antenna, this end is gonna go into the radio. All right, we'll do that later, obviously. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't forget nothing. Yeah, that's this. Okay, that's going to plug into the radio. This is straight power to the radio. I'll see if this goes anywhere, but I don't think it does. Okay, so let's plug these 3 in. We will start with the big one, this one, just because it's right here. Okay. I have 3 left. That's kind of odd. Anyway, we'll get there. Figure that out. That'll be this one. So why is that one left over? I don't like. Well, it does go this way, so I have to push hard, I guess. Yep. So I have one left over, which should not have happened, to be honest. However, you know, maybe I'm, again, overthinking it, and I should just continue and then, you know, figure out what's not working at that point. So let's just keep going. I don't know what that is. I'm going to assume that's... No, it's not the microphone. The microphone should be in the big one. The microphone, the factory microphone, should be a part of this. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. It is very bad. There's only a few wires though, but that's just weird. So there's a chance that I've made a mistake in my building of the wire harness. Again, we'll find that out. I like to try to unravel it to get the kinks out, because when you don't want it to curl and wrap around something, it will, and that'll piss you off. Okay. Yeah, I still don't understand why I have that one wire. But again, let's just go ahead and do it and test it, okay? So right now, let's go ahead and be careful here. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and put this one in. Okay, so now the IF is in, the Maestro. I don't like that. For some reason, and it might not be a big deal. Like I said, I just don't like one particular thing I just noticed, and that, if you can see in my hand, this is a USB port, and this is for 2.1 amps. That's pretty good. I like 5, but hey. Anyway, this would be if I wanted to do wired card play. I like wireless, I won't, but I'm going to run it because there's no point in not running it. That way, if I need it, I have it. But so that you know, here it is down here, right? Yeah. This wire right here, this one here that's shielded heavily, is the factory USB that's in my center console, which plugged into another radio that I tried. So I'm a little upset about that fact, because I'd rather do it that way, although it is a pain in the ass sticking your arm in here to try to plug something in. So I don't know. Again, I can look online and find an adapter from this to the radio, which would probably just plug into this one, I guess. I'll figure that out some other time. So you do have 3 wires left over on this particular radio. Okay, so let's just keep going, because I'm going to draw this out way too long here. I want to go ahead and get to the point where I can see if it works. If it works. All right. This is the factory GPS. Again, for the purpose of the video, just going to shove it in there. I'm going to run it all. I'm going to, there's not a lot of room, so I'm just going to leave it under the dash, because with Android Auto, it'll be using the GPS of the phone. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm going to leave it connected, and I'm going to leave it bundled up. If I decide to run it, okay, if it's long enough, then I'm going to go through there, through the pillar, and stick it to the windshield in that corner, okay? Just so that you know. Same thing we just did with this microphone wire. I will do the same thing with this antenna, okay? Or, of course, I'll have to remove it and go from that way, because this is just too big to try to shove through stuff. So if I do it that way, I mean, that'll be the ideal way to do it, okay? Originally, I was going to find a spot under the dash, stick the sticky, and just stick it there, but it'll be too far down. The factory GPS is inside the top layer of the dash, connected to it, upside down. I don't know where, probably like over here. But anyway, you get it. You get my idea. All right, so let's get in here. Let's get all this in here. Okay, I need the antenna. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in right now. I really hope you can see all this. If not, this video is just for me. That's actually funny. All right, I'm going to leave this out too. I'm not going to, I mean, I'll plug it in, you know, to test. All right, let's do the backup camera now, which should be right here. Backup camera goes into cam in. And then finally, the power to the unit. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it goes upside down, so it goes like this. Okay, I don't know what this is for, but I don't have anything sticking out, so I'm not going to worry. But at this moment, we are connected. So I'm going to put it here, and we are going to test it. Wish me luck. Here goes nothing. I'm not going to pull that sticker off until I'm done. Just in case I scratch the screen or something. Okay, we are now in the settings menu. So the language is American English. We're going to go ahead and check the clock. 12-hour format. GPS sync is okay. I am Eastern, so I'm going to look for it real quick. Oh, right here. Okay. Daylight saving, I don't know. Maybe I'll just let it. I'll leave that alone. Okay, now what? Home. Alright, is there anything else? No. So home. Oh wait, camera. Yeah, okay. Boom. So it won't let me hit home for some reason. Oh, finish. I didn't see that. Warning, operating this product while driving can be distracting or dangerous. Automatically remove this message after 10 seconds. Yes, agree. Okay. I hear the radio. I do not have steering wheel controls at the moment. We'll see. We'll figure that out. But you can hear the static.
Takes a canvas and music takes time. Music.
Okay, I did get the volume. Whoop. I lost it. I think it's going through programming and everything at the moment. But it's safe to say that this is complete and everything worked. I'm getting all my symbols. Apparently I grabbed GPS, which is great. Oops. I'm just gonna leave it there. Oh no, there's a little red circle under the GPS, so it's looking. But that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that this worked. It did. I want to try my home button. There it goes, okay. Then I have Apple CarPlay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. Device list, vehicle info. So right before I hit that, actually I should hit it. That way I could see if it pulls anything from the harness. Alright, so it has not. But again, I'm going to plug the OBD2 in right now. I'm going to snake it through. But just for the sake of not ruining anything, I'm going to shut everything off. And I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to rerun the wire after the fact. Like I said, this video is going to be 100 years long if I don't do it that way. Alright, let's see where you are. That's that one. Does this just come right off? No, I got to unbolt that. Is that it? Alright. No. I was going to pull it out and just plug it in to show you, but you know what? I'm going to have to take this panel off, and I can't remember if it screws or just pulls. I think it just pulls. No, it can't. It's just too tight. Oh, there's an airbag in here. I'm glad I paid attention a little bit more. Anyway, I'll have to run the wire and assume, unfortunately, that the OBD stuff's going to work once. Oh, I found it. Come on. Oh, I'm going to pull it through here just so I can test it. There we go. Now listen, when you run this, you have to be very mindful of everything. If you wrap this around the steering, column, and then you end up turning the wheel and it wraps around it, that's going to suck. So you got to be very careful, okay? Well, I guess that's it. I can't see. Alright, I got it plugged in. So let's go ahead and test it. I just don't want none of these wires pressing buttons, so I'm going to move them over. Okay. And just get this in a spot where you guys can see it. I'm going to see if I can change that to Toyota. You know, the JVC thing there. Okay. So home. I have to wait till it shows up. Actually, wait. I do not. Vehicle info. I was going to say, it's got 4 doors open. It hasn't pulled the data yet, so I'm waiting. Double check that it's plugged in all the way. Yeah, it is. So let me hit this, and you know, I should have read it. Okay, so check engine, door lock, driver position, that's fine. So I don't have to do anything, I just have to wait. I'm wondering if at this point I should actually turn the car on. That's my issue. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, yep, it's starting to pull the tire pressure. Let me hit the gas so that the engine comes on. Waiting for the front tires. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm going to do that later. Stop it. I want to see the vehicle info. I got a little. Oh yeah, the fronts are 32, the rears are 30. That's correct. I'm waiting for this front left tire to grab signal. But here you go, I guess. Again, I'm going to recap. I took the old radio out. I ran this new wiring for factory style antenna, so you don't have this big old fuzzy microphone sitting here grabbing air from everything. I also I ran it through the top, down the A-pillar, through a hole behind that first panel. I'm going to secure it above the glove box so the glove box doesn't hit it, and it came right here to the back of the radio. This radio came with an OBD2 sensor to give you vehicle info. I snuck it down through it and temporarily pulled it under the steering wheel, but I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to put it where it, where it will be out of the way, and I'm also going to tie strap it with zip ties so that it's not going to get in the way of my foot when I'm hitting the brake or anything like that. Then I plugged in the Maestro, which is allowing me to use the volume on the steering wheel and mode, and all this good stuff is working. I do want to see real quick if any of this information pops up, and it does not. So I'm just checking to see if I change the temperature of the air conditioning or I turn the fan on, if it shows up. And the reason why I'm checking is because that last wire, I think that's what that's for. Because that last wire plugged into the radio I had before this, which was a cheap Chinese knockoff, which was a very nice, it was great, but it wouldn't read my car. So I couldn't use the steering wheel controls, I couldn't do anything, and in the end I ended up returning it, and I stopped playing around, and I just bought this unit. This unit is, a little over 300 bucks, okay? 389, I believe. And the one that I tested was $160 from China. Again, it was nice. It worked. It's in my log. It's on my channel, so if you want to see it, check it out. It was beautiful, but their canvas box would not read my car. They kept having, after 4 days of me changing settings and reprogramming stuff with them, I gave up. I wasn't going to keep doing that, and I didn't want to lose my opportunity to get my refund, so I did. So, like I said, I decided not to fool around, went ahead and just bought this $389 unit. I bought the Maestro and all that. I mean, all said and done, it's 600 bucks, and I'm not selling the car, so it's like I want it. Now I can get in the car, my phone connects automatically once I set it up. Android Auto starts. My Pandora starts. It's great. And then while I'm driving, if I decide I want to, navigate, I just say the phrase, hey, GOGLE, navigate to whatever, and boom, it goes right through. The music keeps playing. Anytime it wants to give me a direction, the music stops. It tells me. It's one of the greatest inventions ever. So that's why I decided it was worth the $600 altogether to just go this route. This was an afterthought from someone in a forum that I'm in, and I love them for it because, again, having a microphone with a big old fuzzy thing, that clips there or sticks somewhere, it's just terrible when you can have a factory placed microphone, which is what you want. And the fact that I, ran it and replaced it, and that the end will plug into any stereo unit that I want, and in the dumb event that I want to put the factory radio back in, which I don't because it quit working essentially, I'll still have the factory harness there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm done. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just ask it in the, and I'll reply as soon as I can. But long story short, direct replacement with Maestro. I can use all my controls. I should be able to use the factory hang up and answer buttons too and all that, because Maestro handles all that. And that's it. My final thought is I was planning on trying to find an adapter for the factory GPS so that I don't have to have that antenna there, their GPS antenna. So if I do that, then I can just go from the factory harness into the wire on the back of this for the GPS, and then I'll have the factory GPS. So that's something I'll be looking, and if I find it, I'll do an updated video and with all the links and everything and all that. Final thing for you guys is don't forget, if you buy this and you want to do what I do, you will be taking this board off to get to the microphone, right here, so that you can put that in its place. And that's it. As far as I know too, once I open this, the factory microphone has an unplug right there. If it doesn't, you decide what to do. You can leave it there because it's not being used. You can just leave it off to the side or cut it. I don't plan on putting the factory radio back in, so I might cut it. All right, and with that, thank you for watching. Obviously, like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And when I edit this video, I will have screenshots of this all back together and everything all done. Thank you so much. I better shut this off before I do anything else. Peace out, people. Okay, you have made it through my boring install video. LOL. Anyway, so I'm done. Just to run down what was done. Obviously, you just watched me take out the radio, run the new one. I also purchased a factory style microphone that goes from here. I ran it down the A-pillar. I ran it under the, so I can get back here. It'll work on any aftermarket stereo, except Pioneer. You'll need an adapter to step it down one more size. Then I ran the GPS wire, which I will be sticking to the windshield. Just in case I ever need it. I figured, why not? So I'm going to show you a couple quick cool features that I'm really, excited about this radio. Okay. Oh, I forgot. My phone's going to connect. Let me pause it. I believe I was able to cancel it. Cool. Or I guess it won't matter because I hit it again. I just hope it doesn't play any music. Cool. It is. Alright. So anyway, here's the Android Auto screen, which you can, leave it on music only if you want. Okay, or maps only if you want. And then of course the standard split view where you see your previous destinations, your music, all that good stuff. Some of the really cool features of this radio are things like this. There we go. You got all my tire pressures, my voltage. I can check the engine light if there was one. It tells you that I'm in park. It's actually really cool. And there's more. Yeah. Wow, there's more, huh? There we go. Let me show you the rest. This is by far the coolest. Okay? I have my RPMs. I have the load on the engine. I'll have miles per hour if I'm driving. Temperature of the coolant. I have not seen fuel do anything yet. So we'll, I have yet to see that. There also is a really cool 0 to 60 timer. It'll even give you your braking, your miles per hour, quarter mile time. I think that's pretty cool. I know it's a Prius, but that's fun to know what my 0 to 60 is. But anyway, so you got it. I can't, beat it. I'm excited about it. It's great. I'm happy I was able to find a suitable replacement from the factory one. There was one more thing. You can actually get a radar detector apparently and attach it to this. And there's some other cool things. The backup camera is pretty amazing. Nice and clear. It's got these lines that when I'm moving, if I turn the wheel, it'll turn too. It's pretty cool. Another neat feature is while you're driving, while you're on the road, you want to see the person that's getting close to your bumper, you can just go ahead and turn the camera on while you're driving. And that is also pretty cool. Obviously dangerous if you're not paying attention, but you get my idea. Okay, I'm done. I'm happy that I finished this. I'm happy that I did it the way I did it. I put my car mount cell phone holder on the extra space here, so I wouldn't block the screen at all. I might block a little bit of the vent, but it turns, it's nice and tight, but it turns, so that's cool. Wait a minute, there we go. It's just brand new because the other one was nice and used. Car mount's actually pretty neat, so if you're interested, they have all kinds of really cool kinds. Okay, I'm done because I'm going to ramble for 3-4 hours. Again, absolutely love the radio. Love that everything I had before is integrated. When I press this button, I don't know if it'll stop my recording, so I'm trying to be careful. But anyway, I can press this now and say navigate to whatever, send Joey a text, call Carmen. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that from here without having to say the phrase, either Siri or Google. So it's kind of nice. Everything is fully integrated, and I'm happy with the results. Thank you for watching.